All right. Can you see me? Can you hear me okay?
I sure can. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I am outside on my front porch, although you can't tell because I have my background on.
Okay.
But it's such a nice day out, I figured I might as well.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's a gorgeous day outside.
Oh,
Good that
yeah,
you're soaking up the sun.
definitely.
How have you been feeling lately?
I've been a bit better lately. I've been going and taking those vitamin D supplements like you suggested and going for walks just like you suggested. um, Going to my support group and
Yeah,
it's been very good. It's been very helpful. I'm feeling less melancholy than I was before. I'm
that's really
having
good to hear.
better days.
Good. I'm so glad to hear that. And how's the support group going? So do you go once a week or twice a week?
Yeah, the support group has been really great. I go once a week, although there was a time when, you know, I was going twice a week, and that was necessary. But now I'm up to one, and you could switch it to whatever your need is. If it's once every 2 weeks, once a month, and maybe I'll be there eventually. Not yet, but I'm working on it. Once a week is
Yeah,
good.
one step at a time. Absolutely.
Mhm. Mhm. It's been
All right.
really
I'm so
helpful
glad to
to
hear
get
that.
to like connect with people who understand what I'm going through. I lost my daughter to cancer, and people just don't understand that kind of stuff. You can't talk to Mary Ellen about it. She hasn't lost anybody to cancer, so but these people have lost loved ones, spouses, children, good friends, so they really understand and are able to help me to heal. Some of them are in a much better space than me, uh, but I'm
That must
getting
be
better.
encouraging to see that there's people who have, gone through this and they're kind of getting to the other side of that. So I'm glad you have that.
Right, right. It's like I don't have to be sad forever. I thought I would.
Oh, that's really good. Glad. You mentioned Mary Ellen. How is she doing these days?
Oh, she's the reason I'm out here.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Well, let me tell you something. And there's an airplane coming over, so just hold for a second. Okay. You might still be able to hear it, but oh, it's gone.
It's not that
It's
loud.
okay. Let me tell you, Mary Ellen is causing me problems. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Right, right now, she's in my basement, reorganizing my basement. So I think
Reorganizing. What was that? Say it again.
reorganizing my reorganizing my basement.
Okay. It
She
sounds
doesn't.
like you don't want her to be doing that.
Well, I figured it would be easier to get away from her if I just let her do something really quick, get some time to myself. Because I really need my sessions and I need some time to myself. But she feels the need to be present today. I don't know why. Maybe she's bored. But yeah, that's a problem. I can take the basement thing. I'm used to her being in my house. But she started to want to come to my sessions with me. And I really have to fight her on that. She doesn't know anything about cancer survivors or losing a loved one or any of that type of stuff. And it's just difficult. And that's what I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that's been frustrating for you. What's it been like when you said she's tried to come to the sessions or she did come to a session or two? Um,
Yeah, she tries to follow me there. She gets in her own car and follows me.
oh, hmm. Would you okay? Would you want to work on maybe let's work on establishing some boundaries and maybe we could even role play a little bit and just work through having that conversation with her because again it sounds like just from what I know about what you told me about Mary Ellen, it sounds like she means well, but the way it comes across might not be the best for you. So what does she say to you when you tell her, hey, I don't want you to come or I just want to do this by myself? Like how does that usually go for you?
Oh, it's real bad. She gets all offended, and I get a little bit sad. Because I know she means well and wants to be a good friend, but she just doesn't get it, you know. So, the conversations typically are pretty bad. She'll get in her car and she'll start following me, and I'll see her and I'll stop the car and I'll get out and I'll say, Mary Ellen. Now
So,
you know you're not supposed to be here with me. And then she gets all upset, starts crying and stuff.
hmm, difficult. So there's a little bit of guilt on your end for, requesting that space and that boundary. And it sounds like, hmm, that's interesting. So would you agree that, there's a little bit of guilt that you're feeling as you're trying to have that little bit of space?
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Yeah, difficult. Um, there,
Sometimes my
yeah,
husband has to tell her to go home.
sometimes your
Sometimes I just
husband has
call my husband and he handles it.
that bad. Well, one, I'm glad your husband is supportive of you,
He's always
at
great.
home, and that's very good. I want you to know that you do not have to feel guilty for setting that boundary with Mary Ellen. It's not, a disrespect to her. It's not you being unkind to her or mean to her. Boundaries are to protect yourself and protect your peace, and they're not intended to harm others. So if you feel maybe guilty because of that, or if maybe she's making you feel guilty, I just want you to know that it's okay to say no to something that you just don't want, and that's completely understandable. You know, Given your relationship with Mary Ellen, this might be something that you just want to do on your own. Now, with setting boundaries, you can't really. There's no expectation of the person to do anything. You can't make them do anything. But all you can do is say, um, if you don't, if you stop doing this, or if you don't do this, then I will stop doing this. Or because of this, now I am setting this parameter for myself. For example, you could say, Mary Ellen, thank you so much. This is something I'd really like to do by myself. And if she's still not getting it, maybe you could say, Mary Ellen, thank you so much for being so concerned as, a friend of mine. This is something I'd like to do on my own. I hope you can respect that. Do you think she would be, um, how do you think she would feel about that statement?
Hmm. I don't know. She's quite a wild card, so you never know.
Yeah. Maybe she wants to go to support you. Maybe there's another way she can support you. Like you said, she's in your basement right now, so maybe you can give her something else. Or, Mary Ellen, I'd like to go to my sessions alone, and I thank you for that. But maybe you can take a walk with me one day and we can talk about things. Or maybe we can do other things together, but this is something that I'd like to do by myself. Maybe you can, well, you said you don't like her in your house. Is that right?
Most of the time.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
what would
as a
be a
friend,
good
yes, but not when she's touching stuff.
what do you think would be a good compromise for you with something where, okay, she's not coming to the sessions with me, but she can do something else because she is your friend.
I like the ideas of the walks. Like going on some of the walks with me, that would be nice. Maybe we can go out for a little nice meal or something like that. Something separate.
Yeah,
And maybe that's how I can do it. Tell her I want something separate and special with her because this is different.
yeah, absolutely. I like that. Separate and special with her. I think that'll make her feel valued and important and not upset about, the boundary that you're setting.
Wonderful. I'm going to try it. I mean, it
Yeah,
might not
good.
go well, but it's still fine.
I think so. I have confidence in you, and Mary Ellen doesn't sound completely unreasonable. I think it should go okay. Now, here's something to consider. If Mary Ellen still is not receiving well, this boundary that you're setting, and she gets upset and, makes you feel guilty and throws it back on you, might need to consider if this is a friend that you would want to keep in close proximity to you. Sometimes people mean well, but when you're going through a different season of life, you can't always have people close with you. So I'm not saying, to clarify, to end your friendship with Mary Ellen. That's not it. But I also want you to pay attention to how she responds. That might be a little bit of an eye opener about the real nature of your relationship. So my hope is that she'll be understanding. But just in case if she's not understanding and it doesn't go well, just make a note of it, and we can talk about it in our next session. It's important to be surrounded by people who really support you, um, especially during these difficult times. So just want you to be aware of that, but don't, feel anxious or nervous or feel like you're going to lose your friend. I really don't think it'll come to that. But just something to keep in mind. Do you want to practice having that conversation with her, or do you think you feel comfortable?
No, I think I feel comfortable.
Okay. All right. Well, I really am glad to hear that you're feeling, a lot better. It's so good to see, especially from how you first started. I'm glad that the support group and your walks are going well. I like that you're enjoying the sunshine today. When I'm finished up for the day, I think I'll get outside as well, so it's really good. So, yeah. Do you have anything else on your mind that you wanted to discuss for today?
Nope. My mind is clear.
Oh, that's very good. Very good. Will you enjoy the rest of your day? I will have the receptionist reach out to you so we can schedule our next appointment. And good luck with the Mary Ellen situation. I think it'll go well. Be positive, but also be firm as well. Not mean, just direct and kind.
All right, I can do that.
Alrighty. You enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time.
You too. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right, bye now.